Alright, today in Nigeria a lot has happened and it's a mix of serious news, tough realities and also a bit relief. In Kwara State, a traditional ruler Oba Simeon in the Oniwo of Afan was kidnapped along with his son and other community members, and the kidnappers were demanding 450 million naira. Damn. So in this video, I'll be talking about the 5 things that currently happened in Nigeria within these 24 hours. Stay tuned to the end of this video because I have more for you. Firstly, I'll be talking about a kidnapping that just happened in Kwara State. Was that Kwara? Yeah, in Kwara State. The kidnapping of the traditional ruler that happened in Kwara State. So in Kwara State, the traditional ruler Oba Simeon was kidnapped along with his son and other community members. And kidnappers are demanding for 450 million. Secondly, there are also serious road crash in Lagos Ibadan Expressway in Ogun State that is now before a court at a time when many Nigerians are already struggling with high cost of living. Thirdly, the federal government has introduced the new tax rule that took effect in this 2026. So if you want to know how to overcome it, stay tuned to the end of this video. Fourthly, there was a deadly fire accident in Martin Street, Lagos Island. Damn. Sixth, Cubana Chief Priest promised to support the Southeast upcoming musicians with 1.5 billion naira. Hey! Clap for him. It's not easy at all. Easy. It's not fucking easy. 1.5 billion naira. So stay tuned. So in this video, I'll explain what really happened in the Kwara State kidnapping, the motor crash accident that happened in Ogun State, the Nigerian football win, the new tax policy, the Lagos Island fire incident, and the celebrity story Nigerians are reacting about, the Lagos Island fire outbreak. Let's start with the kidnapping incident because this one is serious. So this happened in Kwara State, specifically in the Ife-Lodun local government area. Hey, I beg you, if you know here, if any of your family members are here, better call them and tell them what's happening now. The armed men abducted Oba Simeon, who is the Oniwo of Afan. The Oniwo means the local ruler. Like this, we have community by community. Is the local. He is a local ruler of that community. They abducted him. They kidnapped him. So they kidnapped him along with his son Olalu and 8 other members of the community. The abduction took place around the Efian and Adanla Eraser areas. Please and please, if you have family over there, if you have any relative over Adanla Eraser areas, please call them. Please and please call them. Tell them what is happening now, the current update that is happening at the northern part of Nigeria. So after the kidnapping, the abductors reportedly contacted the families. The abductors, which is the people that kidnapped the bandits, that kidnapped these people. They contacted the families and demanded a total ransom of 450 million naira. Hey, only Nigeria you go see this kind of thing, That amount includes 150 million naira linked to the monarch and his son. So wetin dey try talk now be say, inside that 450 million naira, that's 150 million naira is ransom for the king and his son that was kidnapped. Then the other 300 million naira was for those victims, the 8 victims that was kidnapped in Kwara State. Since they happen, man. So the question is, where will these people get all this money? How will the family of these people provide? How? People that went to Kwara State to hustle for their family, to hustle for their kids. Some people from the east that traveled all the way to Kwara State so that they can provide for their family. Then this happened to them. Some people are living there, yes, we know. There are also some people that are coming from the eastern part, the southeast of Nigeria to hustle. Because, there over the Kwara State, over there, all those north, that's where more vegetables, more foods are produced, over the northern side of Nigeria. So some of their families, they've gone there to hustle for their family. Where we go on? Story never finish. So as of now, police and other security agencies are searching, and families in the area are still waiting anxiously for updates. Now, how will the children of this family feel? How are their children gonna feel? These bandits, how in this world will these people have families, man. I'm just thinking on how will their family feel? How are they gonna feel? Their relatives, if they hear this, how are they gonna feel? In Nigeria, insecurity is happening when they have a president. What the hell? Oh no, man. Okay, now let's move on to the road crash that also caught national attention in Nigeria. So this crash happened in Lagos Ibadan Expressway near Sagumu in Ogun State, one of the busiest roads in the country. I beg, if you get family for there, you have family for there, for this place now I call now Sagamu in Ogun State, one of the busiest roads in the country. If you have family there, better call them and tell them they should be careful with the kind of drivers they hire to be their driver. So a Lexus SUV driven by Adeniyi Mobalaji Kayode was involved in the accident, which is a driver. Inside the vehicle there were heavyweight boxers Anthony Joshua and the members of his team. Wait, I'll tell you the end on how they arrested the driver. Calm down. So sadly, 2 people lost their life, as we all know. Senagami, who was a strength conditioning coach, and Latif Lats Ayodele, a personal trainer. This Ayodele looks like a Yoruba name. I think this guy is a mix. Is mixed. Listen. The driver has now been charged with dangerous driving, causing death, reckless driving, and driving without a valid license. Jesus. Damn. That's why I'll tell you again. If you have a family living over that state, call them and tell them they should know the kind of people they hire for drivers. The kind of people they call drivers. The case is currently before the Sagum Magistrate Court. Bail was set as 5 million naira, and the next court date is January 20th, 2026. This case has renewed concerns about road safety, especially when transport costs and vehicle maintenance are already becoming more expensive in Nigeria. Damn, man, transport no be here, man. Transport is fucking expensive. People spend more than they earn. People spend in Nigeria more than they earn. A transport for 1 month in Nigeria can cover everything you earned in a month in Nigeria. For 2 months. What am I talking about? For 2 months. This is, man. So from road safety, let's talk about the government. At the start of the year, the new tax law officially took effect across the country. These changes were announced by federal government and the Federal Inland Revenue Service. So according to the government, they say their goal for this tax rule is to increase revenue. Which revenue? This is where they steal things. Revenue where they well, let me talk on this matter. So they are talking about the importance why they brought up this tax rule. This is because of to increase revenues, to reduce crime rates, so that they can use it to modernize the city, to modernize Nigeria. So I want to ask a question. All this money, where did they steal since? These billions of dollars, these millions of dollars, they have been stealing since. They have been abducting. This money laundering that's been going on since. So now this more tax, now won't use tax to kill Nigerians. Why are you taxing? Are they taxing? Why would they tax when there is no work? There is no work in Nigeria and they are taxing. Why is the tax for that? Why is it for that reason? They're just taxing citizens. They're just taxing citizens that doesn't have any job. Damn, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. So the government are trying to tell Nigerians that this tax now, the new policy, the new tax policy is to increase revenues. It's to increase the cost of doing business. So all this money laundering that's been going on, the billions of dollars government has been siding, the millions of dollars, the trillions of naira that have been siding. So they're trying to say the tax policy is to develop the country. What the hell? Wait, are they talking to citizens that doesn't have sense or what? I don't understand. Man, this is money laundering. Are they taxing Nigerians that doesn't have any job? Are they taxing? How? How would they tax a citizens that doesn't have good job, that doesn't have good life, that doesn't have safety, that doesn't even have a job? They just go to the farmland to harvest for their family to plant. They don't have the job that can sustain them for a week, for 2 weeks, and they're taxing, saying it's for the betterment of Nigeria. Betterment of Nigeria, that all the money that have been borrowing for China, the billions, that one no do for them. That one no do them. And to develop the new tax rule. Things are happening. Things are happening. Let's go on. But many Nigerians, especially small business owners, are worried that those tax changes could increase the cost of doing business and more pressure to daily living. Yeah, that's true. That's all I've said. That's everything I've been saying here. That everything. The poor keep getting poor. The rich keep getting rich in Nigeria. For now, the policy is active. Discussions are ongoing. And there have been no protests reported. They're just devastated, they're just frustrated. To the extent that none of them came out for protest. To tell you that all the whole protest, everything that they have been doing, the government not even sent them. To the extent that, I thought they said democracy is the government of the people and for the people and by the people. I've been written. So now democracy is the government of the government and for the government and by the government. You see what they're trying to tell us now? Damn, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. That's the Nigerian people cannot even come out for protest anymore because they know what they're saying is in vain. It's in vain, man. That's devastating. So I'll be ending it from here. If you're interested for more daily updates, not only daily updates but current updates happening in Nigeria, do have to subscribe, like and share this video. Thank you.